So hi, thank you again for agreeing to do this. Let's start with segment one. So if you met me in an elevator, how would you introduce yourself and your journey to me before the doors open again?
Okay, so I'm Sana Jalili, person with the microbiology background, affinity towards academia. As we are going up in the elevator, so just don't give up and just be prepared for unplanned circumstances in your life. And I guess you will have some technical difficulties in the elevator, electric spark, but don't give up, and that's the journey. Yeah.
That's great. I like that. Okay. So what do you think are some misconceptions or biases regarding academic research versus industry research? And what are some of them that you would like to clarify or talk about?
As I'm from academia, being into professorship, I can say that people they have a misconception that academicians and researchers are paid very high. It's not true. They are not paid very high. Not people and students also think. No, they are not paid, and they struggle every day. They go through burnout every day. Researchers and PhD.
Yeah, that's very true. And in fact, I think that is also one of the main challenges that often come up, or concerns that come up with respect to academic research, the pay and the lower pay, especially I guess in India. Okay, so great. We're at the end of segment one. I'll move to segment two. Okay. So one of the most common concerns that I hear about academic research is the pay, like we talked about just now, especially compared to industry research. So in your experience, do you think these are valid concerns, or which of the two do you think offers more career growth? And are there other factors to offset the difference in pay, which is in favor of the academic research?
So the first thing is being into academia. I think I have seen the process. I completed a master's in 2019. There the pay was less, but when COVID-19 came, maybe it is similar to research or industrial and pharma research also, the pay were a little bit increased. I think COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, now monkeypox, they have raised slowly and steadily, they have raised the sponsorship or the grants or the salary. A little bit change has been seen because 3 waves of COVID, and where we live in Mumbai, India, the salaries have been little bit increased, but I guess more research on how people can execute the salary for the researchers. They don't have much money to work on their research. So I think little bit total steps are being taken, but I think it can be done after monkeypox and all of the things. Microbiologists are given little bit value.
Right. So do you think these are more for the pharma related or microbiology, biochemistry, these sort of fields, or have you noticed that this has happened after COVID, even in some of the other life sciences or other fields?
I think after COVID, I have seen after COVID, the pay has been increased. But there are some industry and there are some organizations which do not pay well. So I think it's a bias which has been seen. After COVID, there are some organizations, they thought microbiologist and PhD biomedical research should be given a value, but not uniformity is not being maintained, and it depends on how the common people see the researchers and academicians.
I see.
So, yeah.
And these funds, have they been like coming from the government side, or are they more private, like funding?
The funds, I think a great hats off to the government organizations in India where they have worked and they are recruiting people like MSc microbiologists for the COVID warriors. So people, when they completed masters, they got paid by the government. So I think government and it's a dual the colleges, the administration working on people who are dedicating their life for COVID.
Right. Yeah. That's great, actually. That's nice to hear. And what do you think about in terms of career growth in academia versus industry research?
Okay. So first is from being into academia, the career growth, it depends where your intuition lies.
Mhm.
If you are passionate about academia, go for it. If you're passionate about industry, go for it. So like I cannot suggest where you can go because I shifted from industry to academia.
Okay.
So I wanted to have a career in industry, but then I switched into academia, and
Mhm.
I think career growth, it's there in both. The whatever career you have, career growth is there, but the thing is you should never give up, because in academia you will face rejections of grant, you will face no sponsorship, the salary pay will be less as we expected. So career growth is there, but you have to be little patient when you are
Yeah.
into academia.
Right. Absolutely. Patience for sure. So I'm curious, like, what inspired you or motivated you to switch from industry to academia?
Okay. So during my BSc and masters, I wanted to have a career in industry. I used to be these every time. I'm a very a woman who spend more time in practicals rather than
Mhm.
theory.
Okay.
So for me, lab was like, okay, in industry I can go to industry sectors, but then in my family, I think they have a career in academia. So they did not told me, but I was like, okay, I was seeing their journey, and they are in India. So I was like, okay, in academia, being a professor, you get CL, you get medical leave, you get, being a woman, you get a maternity leave. Now I'm not permanent, but when you are a woman in academia, you get permanent leave, you get casual leave, you get holidays. So I think summer holidays and winter holidays, and I balance my life. If I'm working 1 month in doing my master's thesis, I want 2 days, 3 days off. I will go to some of the hill stations. I want that life. So yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's very
inspired.
important. Yeah. No, that's a really important point. And it actually goes nicely into the next question that I was going to ask about work-life balance in the two, between the two. So you think there is more flexibility or scope for having a better work-life balance in academia versus industry?
Okay, so I'm being into academia. I'll say about academia. I
Yeah,
don't know, actually, I don't know about industry how they
right.
work, but in academia you do get summer vacations. In India, you
Mhm.
get winter vacations.
Right.
You get a lot of things where you can have a self time for yourself.
Hmm.
During winter vacations, during Diwali vacations are there. So
Right.
it is not only being a teacher, but it's like after coming to home, you can have a family time, or you can go to
Right.
some of the hill stations, or being in Mumbai, where
Mm.
Mumbai is known for busy life. You
Right.
can just relax, and I think this is the thing where you should know how to balance, because I had a burnout in my masters. So I went to Kasara during before my thesis.
Mhm.
So it's like you need to have a balance, and if you don't have a balance, you will face a burnout, very bad burnout. You need to balance.
Yes, absolutely. Very important. I completely agree. Okay, so now we can go into segment three. Um, what advice would you give someone who's just starting fresh and they want to decide between academia versus an industry?
Mm, if you're confused between you have to take industry or academia, write the pros and cons. What you think? Uh, have a meeting, since academia is very close to you, because the professors, they are into academia, and you can interact with the people who are into industry, because they can resonate the life what is going on in industry and academia. Write down and follow your passion, right where your interest lies. You want to go in academia, it's your willpower, it's your, no one will take decision, your father, mother, no one, your siblings will not take decision for you. You should know where your heart lies and go with the intuition, passion. Yeah.
Great, great advice. And if someone wanted to switch from academia to industry, or say from industry to academia, I think because you made the switch, then what should be the first thing that they do, or how do they go about doing that?
Okay, so for like I wanted to do from industry to academia, so I had people who are into academics, my professor.
Mhm.
I observed their lifestyle, how they
Right.
manage the personal and professional life. And
Mhm.
since we are students are closely related to academicians, and industry people, they come as a workshop or a webinar, college
Right.
webinars and all. So I observed what are the things they are doing, and I had a talk with my professors, like where we can go. So they are
Right.
like, just follow, and if you have a commitment, go for it. So my was very much, I wanted to do industry, but I switched into academy because I felt that is, that's my passion.
Right.
I can do academy, I cannot do industry. So I
Mm,
cannot digest the industry thing, but due respect to all the people who work on industry,
of
but
course.
my passion is in academia.
Okay, great, great, great. That's like great advice. Thank you so much. I think we're at the end of segment 3. So that sort of concludes the interview. I'll stop recording now. Before that, is there anything else you wanted to, you feel that I haven't gone over or you want to add?
Just believe in yourself and face all the rejections in your professional life. Just face it.
Yes, that's right. Okay, thank you so much. I'll just stop the recording now.